Children are paying with their lives for the carelessness and ignorance of their parents. Up to 4 in every 5 children could have been saved by common sense. 1 child a week is killed in a traffic accident. In 1 year, over 3,000 children are injured.
An important source of information about the environment. In traffic education, it's reasonable to assume that by teaching children to identify sounds, for example, cars, trucks, loud and soft, and the consequences of these sounds, a child's performance on the road may improve. It's important to show children that large and noisy vehicles are not necessarily the fastest, and that silent vehicles are not necessarily the slowest. Children should also be able to distinguish between important noises in the traffic environment and the unimportant background noises.
Lisa, can you tell me what that is you can hear that's coming along? What was that?
A truck.
A truck. Did it sound like it was a big truck or a little truck or what, Lisa?
A little truck.
A little truck. What about you, Gary, up the back there? What can you tell me about trucks? You know, going along the road, the country road, are they?
They're dangerous.
Dangerous? Yes.
It's flicking stones up when a car's behind them. Flick stones up and smash the windscreen.
What about when you walk along this edge of the country road? Are they a danger to you with these flying stones and things like that?
Yep.
Yeah. What did the girls think?
Don't have much problems.
What do you think that you could do to help the logging truck driver see you a lot?
Put colourful clothing on, bright clothing on and things.
Yes. So you could wear like a bright jacket or something like that?
Yes.
Have you got a bright jacket, Lisa, that you can wear? What colour's your jacket?
Orange.
Hands up those people who've got any sort of bright jackets and things that they wear. What about backpacks or glow bags or anything like that? Who's got a glow bag? Anyone got one of those? What colour's your glow bag?
Orange.
Susan? Sorry?
Orange.
Orange colour, is it? Yes.
I've got a red one.
How do you walk along so that you can see the traffic and the traffic can see you? Right, say there's 3 or 4 of you. Do you put the big person in the front or the little person in the front? Why the big kids at the back and the little kids in the front?
Because the big people at the back can see over the little people, and they can see, and the little people can see too. Because if the little people behind the big people, they wouldn't be able to see past.
Right. Sorry, yes?
If there's 2 big people and 1 little one, you put the big one at the front and the big one at the back and the little one in the middle.
So that means that everybody can see over the heads of everyone else, is that right? So you can, you're not walking blind, sort of thing. What about the side of the road that you walk along? Isn't this a very important thing? Yes, Lisa?
You walk on the side to the people coming towards you.
So that the traffic, the drivers would see you and you'd see them, is that what you mean?
Yes.
Right. What about bends and things like that? Isn't it tricky when you get to bends, Stephanie?
You walk on the long side, the long way round. So when you get to the corner, the traffic can see you.
Traffic in the country often appears when least expected. Children surprised by the appearance of a vehicle can be endangered. In 1 year recently, there were over 100 accidents involving pedestrians on country roads. There's a simple rule for children to remember. See and be seen.
Sam, would you like to draw Stephanie's house over there? And Stephanie, would you like to draw your school over there? Beaut. Good. And Gary, would you like to draw Stephanie coming out along the drive down to the gate? Would you do that for us, please? Good, thanks. Right, stop there. Now, which way are we going to go to school? From here, Gary?
It's over the road.
You're going to cross the road. Why aren't you going to come along this side of the road here?
Because when you're going on, the hedge would push you onto the road and the truck or a car could hit you.
So you'd have your back to the traffic. What do you think? Do you think that, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay, right. Do you cross the road there? Yes, Stephanie, straight across the road. Okay. Now, all right, away you go, walking along this side, here. Along there. Now, while we're walking along there, what is it? We can see the traffic, and the traffic can what?
See you.
See us, or see Stephanie in this case. Round opposite the hedge there. That hedge is right out on the road, isn't it? So it would block our path if we were to walk around there any rate, wouldn't it? Right, would you like to take over from there? You think the traffic could still see Stephanie coming along here? Do you think, Elisa? Right. Okay, now as we get near the school, right, stop there, Stephanie. Susan, what can you tell us about crossing the road here opposite the school? How would you go about it?
I'd listen for cars coming and see if they were coming, and if they weren't, I'd cross the road. But if they were coming, I'd not coming. I wouldn't go over it.
And wouldn't you have to look as well, don't you think?
Yes.
If you saw a truck or a car or something coming along, what would you do?
I'd wait for it to go past.
And then you'd...
Across the road.
Right.
The school bus, transporting children to and from school, is a familiar sight in the country. Inside, they're safe and reasonably protected from the high-speeding traffic that races towards them. On the roadside, they once again become vulnerable targets. Their safety can hinge on remembering a few simple rules. As in the city, it's important they leave home early, so there's no fear of being late for the bus. At the roadside, check both ways for traffic before crossing. The older children should hold the hands of the younger ones. Stand back and allow the bus to stop fully before getting on. Fill the seats at the back of the bus first. If children are walking to school, remind them, see and be seen. Encourage them to follow the route they've drawn, cross to the outside of the road before a bend where they can be seen, walk facing the traffic when there's no footpath, walk in Indian file, the smallest in front, the bigger children can still see oncoming traffic. When children have to get off a bus and cross a road, once again, it's see and be seen. Wait for the bus to leave. If this isn't possible, walk to the back of the bus, look both ways, and when the road is clear, cross, watching both ways for traffic. And a reminder to road users, when driving a vehicle past a school bus, we must slow down to 20 kilometers per hour. Children are fragile. When they get hit, they get hurt, often seriously. Do you know all the answers? It's difficult for us to understand. It's more so for young children. We should walk the route to and from school with our children and experience their problems. Encourage them to draw a map showing danger areas and safe places to cross. Roads are part of the everyday environment that children must learn about in order to avoid injury. More emphasis needs to be placed on the dangers of roads in town and the country so that, under all circumstances, children are aware of the dangers and how to avoid them.